An Easton native was a rising star in her volunteer work and career until her health took a sudden turn for the worst.
Now she's raising awareness about the need to listen to your body. 69 News reporter Priscilla Ligori shares the story of survival.
They say people are put in our lives for a reason. Lauren Wells believes it.
My family moved to Easton, Pennsylvania when I was going into first grade.
It was on the school bus to St. James where she met her two lifelong best friends, the Zemanek twins. Their dad remembers it like it was yesterday.
The 4 cuties were our kids, and then she was the 5th cutie.
Fast forward some time, Lauren becomes the student body president at Bethlehem Catholic High School. Just 3 years after graduating college, she landed her dream job to lead a nursing home.
I got my first administrator position and I moved to Sandusky, Ohio.
She'd always been healthy, but started noticing some unusual symptoms in the summer of 2020.
When you're a female, like ovary pain, it can literally mean anything, and it kind of happens all the time and you don't think much of it.
The 25-year-old brushed it off, but things got stranger. She started to hear music and seagulls and felt the need to wash her hands constantly.
But I knew at this point that I was kind of sounding a little crazy.
Lauren went to the ER twice just to be sent home. So she called Dr. Ken Zemanek, the dad of those twin best friends, who happens to be a psychiatrist with the Lehigh Valley Health Network.
She was like sounding like she was tense and anxious, and then the phone either lost connection as we were driving or she hung up, and then when I called her back, she was like, "Who is this?" And I was thinking, that's odd.
Lauren's memory was failing. Her colleagues sent her to the hospital.
I remember handing over my purse, and then there's really not much there until about 6 weeks when I was in inpatient rehab.
That's right, her last memory before being in a coma-like state for the next 6 weeks. Lauren's dad rushed to Ohio to be by her side. It seemed odd to him she was put in a psychiatric unit. She had just had a seizure and became unresponsive, so he too called Dr. Zemanek.
I said, you know, it's a rare bird, but have them maybe look into this anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis. It was only like in the 2000s that they discovered it, you know, at UPenn.
Anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis is when the body's immune system attacks the brain. After being transferred to the Cleveland Clinic ICU, the cause of that bizarre immune response was quickly discovered.
They found a 13-centimeter teratoma on my left ovary.
While most of these growths are benign, Lauren's was malignant. The tumor was causing the encephalitis, which was causing the psychological symptoms. Doctors pumped Lauren with medicines to get the brain disease under control. As soon as her body could handle it, she started chemo and every type of therapy you could imagine. She learned to walk and talk all over again.
They would tell me to walk up these 5 steps, 3 times, and I would just keep going.
That determination paid off. Lauren was moved from the ICU to a rehab hospital, and then her parents' Forks Township home back in PA, where she spent the next several months regaining her strength and memory.
To come home to so much love and support was really important.
Lauren had friends across the country following her journey, rooting for her. I am lucky enough to be one of them. So I can tell you firsthand, everyone was thrilled as Lauren's body allowed her vibrant personality to return.
It's so great to see her back to her wonderful self.
Not many people have that kind of strength and tenacity, I think, to kind of get back out there and not let any type of fear or worry about the future get the best of you and just kind of keep stepping forward.
She is a go-getter. She really does light up a room.
Now, a year and a half since her world turned upside down, Lauren is cancer-free and feeling good. She returned to work in Cleveland and started grad school. Her voice, changed forever by the medical equipment that kept her alive, gets stronger each day. Her hair is growing back darker and curlier than it was before.
So much of feeling beautiful as a woman is wanting yourself to look the way that you want yourself to look. So it's definitely a challenge, but I'm getting used to it.
Some anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis patients never get diagnosed or stay in psych units for years. Others get treated but sustain too much brain damage to make a full recovery. Lauren's illness was caught in time, thanks to her humble hero.
I have to feel very lucky that my best friends since first grade, that their dad was a psychiatrist and was able to diagnose me from 500 miles away.
So yes, you may believe it now too. This duo crossed paths for a reason. Priscilla Ligori, 69 News.